Hello, hi, welcome to Apsana classes. Today in this video, let's see about the common emitter configuration and input or output characteristics of the CP configurations. So what is the common emitter? Here to get the input and output characteristics, we need four terminals, two for input and two for output. But for a transistor, we have three terminals called as emitter, base and collector. So we made here emitter as common for both input and output. So input can be taken between base and emitter and output can be taken between the collector and emitter. So see here. So we have current IB and voltage between base and emitter VBE and voltage VEE, varying voltage. So here current IC and the voltage between collector and emitter VEB, VEC or VCE, VCE or VEC, and the varying voltage VCC. So here emitter is grounded between input and output, so made common. So how to take input characteristics? So input characteristics can be taken between the base and base current and VBE voltage. So input characteristics are taken between the IB and VCB, where VC is made constant on by varying VEE on steps 1, 2, 3 and so on. The voltage and current will be noted on the graph. So voltage on x-axis and current on y-axis. What is the voltage that we have here? VBE. VBE. What is the current that we have here? IB. So we made here ICA as BCA as constant. Let you take 0 and on taking BCE equal to 0, on varying VEE from 1 to 3 and so on, we take characteristics of IB and VBE. So we get the graph here like this, and again you change the constant from 0 to -2 or anything, so you get the graph like this, -2. So -6 -1, yeah, -2. Yes. VCE equal to 0, VC equal to -2 and VCE equal to -6 and so on. So here what you understand, what you get about here is, with this increasing in a VCB there is a little deviation. So only little deviation of VCE voltage, and whenever you increase VCE, then the base current will decrease. Why so? So here we take NPN transistor. I'm taking NPN transistor where the emitter terminal is pointing outwards, because where the in this region and we are having the electron as majority or charge carriers, so they moves in this direction. So the collector is moving outwards the terminal, so we pointed the emitter to outwards. So we have emitter, base and collector. So whenever you increase emitter, base, collector, whenever you increase this BCE voltage, then this junction will, the collector region will move, where the junction will penetrate deeper into the base region. On this it is entering deeper into the base region, so the current that is flowing outside the VB will decrease. So on increasing VCE, IB will decrease. IC will, no, not IC, IB only, base current only decrease. and the input resistance here it is having medium input resistance that can be calculated as delta VBE by delta IB at constant. So at constant, what is the constant here? VCE. Delta VBE by delta IB at constant VB. So this is about the input characteristics. Then output characteristics. Output characteristics. So the output characteristics is taken between emitter and collector. So we have here current IC and voltage VCE. So see, voltage on x-axis and current on y-axis. What is the current that we have here? IC, and the voltage CE. Yes. Then here we make IB as constants. In the previous for input we took this and we made this as constants, and now we take these two and we make this as constants. So the graph will be obtained as this. So we know that in the output characteristics we have three regions. So we have three regions. Active region, let me tell you, IB equal to 20 milliamps, not micro, okay, here it will be operated as the microamps, 30 microamps and so on. So here we have three regions: active region, saturation region and cutoff region. So what is the saturation region? It is nothing but whenever we make both collector and emitter junctions to be reverse biased, then that characteristics can be considered as a saturation region, where in this C configuration we can observe at this region we can observe saturation region, and below IB equal to 10 micro we can observe cutoff region. Yes, sorry, IB equal to 0 we can observe cutoff region. So the region between the saturation and the cutoff region can be observed as active region. Active region. What is the active region? Whenever we make emitter junction to be forward and collector junction to be reverse, then that biasing is called as a active region, right? And here it is having cutoff regions where these both two junctions can be operated for reverse bias. So forward bias. See, we are now operating as active region only, but we can also observe the regions of the saturation and cutoff way below these regions. They are not operated both in forward and reverse, but we can observe. Here we can observe, but it is actually operating in the active region only. What is active region? Emitter junction to be forward and collector junction to be reverse bias.